Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this LawnMaster robot lawnmower. So we're going to have it cut inside this fenced in area. So it does need an area that has like some physical barriers. I've got the house over here. I've got some landscaping rocks. We're going to see how well it does on this grass. Now if you want to keep it away from some areas, which I'm going to keep it away from this side of the fenced in area, is it does come with this magnetic strip and these little stakes. So we're going to see and make sure it doesn't go over there. Here's the actual robot. I like that it has a nice carrying handle. I can adjust the height of the cutting blades. I'm going to go all the way to 2 inches. I can go all the way down to 1 inch. Back here is where you got to take the battery out, put it in a charger that it comes with, and then when the battery's fully charged, you're going to slide this open. And it slides right in there. This is the safety key. Make sure the safety key is installed or the unit will not operate. Put the cover on. Here's what the bottom of the robot looks like. This is the cutting blades. These should be loose that spin on here. It's a 6-inch cutting pattern, and this is what raises and lowers. These are the drive wheels. We got an idler wheel here. Got some sensors, ultrasonic sensors on the front. Okay, so the battery's charged up, the safety key is in. We're going to come over here and press the on button for 3 seconds. Okay, it beeped at me. Let those lights finish flashing. It's kind of doing a self-diagnostics. Then we're going to be ready to start. Okay, so now we're ready. When I want to do auto mow, I can do circle mow or auto mode. The ultrasonic sensors are on, that little green light's on. I can turn those off. Let's hit the auto mow. It's going to do random mowing. Hold it for 1 second. And hit start. Here it goes. It doesn't turn the blades on right away, but it eventually will turn the... All right, there's the blades are on. So it is sensing that chain link fence and turning around, going to a different direction. So my grass is really thick right now. I did mow it. You are kind of supposed to make sure it's nice and mowed before you start using this. This is going to maintain it. It is really quiet. So let's see how well it does. Okay, so keep in mind, even though you may want it to cut a wider width, it only cuts 6 inches. So the drive wheels are here, but where it is actually 6 inches, it actually is cutting the grass. Okay, so here it is cutting the grass. Again, it's only going to cut 6 inches, which is right there in the middle. It actually is cutting that grass right there in the middle of 6 inches. Okay, so now it can sense the grass running out in a different like area there, and will turn around. Even though there's not a physical barrier there, it can see that strip of dirt and know that it's different and turn around with the ultrasonic sensor on. And now here it comes up to the magnetic strip, and it senses the magnetic strip and then turns around. And it's going to go in a random pattern all through the yard. I can also do the circle cut where it'll start in the middle and work its way around. Okay, let's try the circle cut. We're going to press and hold that. Now we're in this mode. Now press the start. All right, here it's going to go in the circle pattern. So it first starts with a really small circle. We can see, yeah, it did cut that grass. does smell like freshly cut grass. And again, here's the circle will just keep getting bigger and bigger. Now, if anytime you want to stop it, you just can come up here, there's a big stop button. It senses anytime somebody lifts it up, it will stop the blades also. But here's what it looks like underneath, yeah? Okay, now I switched it back to random pattern. Again, when it first starts, it doesn't turn the blades on until about 4 seconds, and then it beeps really loud, or not really loud, but it beeps about 3 beeps. Then it turns the blades on. And again, when I'm all done, I'm gonna have to take the battery out the back and go put it in the charger that it came with. And again, here it sensed the different terrain or the different texture of the surface and turns around. Okay, this retails for about $500. Again, they sent it to me for free, but I was not paid for this video. Now, the ultrasonic sensor, sometimes, yeah, see, when it senses a patch like that, it'll turn around sometimes. It'll definitely turn around when it senses that different terrain there. Now, if you don't want it to do that and you only want it to rely on the physical barriers, you can turn that ultrasonic sensor off. But if it senses like a tall shrub or something, it is going to go around it. Now, we did just mow this. But it's early spring. The grass is really thick right now. We've had a lot of rain. So this is a pretty good torture test for this robot. Now, again, if you look past, it's only cutting 6 inches. You want to look at it and go, well, it's not cutting the grass. But if you look close enough, it is actually cutting the grass. It's just we get used to things cutting all the way out to side. It's got a very small pattern that it cuts. This is meant for a small yard. I've got it on the highest setting possible. If I turn this down to 1 inch, that would really, really bog it down. I'm not sure it could actually cut this thick of grass. And this terrain is kind of uneven. I mean, it's a nice smooth yard, but it's just got kind of different areas in it that kind of go down and up a little bit. Again, it doesn't dock itself. You've got to take the battery in and out each time. I don't know where it's going to end up. See, like it sensed the difference. Like, if you don't want it to do like random things like that, turn the ultrasonic sensor off. But I think you really need it on for like if you have like a transition. Instead of if you had a physical barrier here that was tall, you could turn the ultrasonic transition off or the ultrasonic sensor off. I mean, it is actually cutting the grass. Is it going to take a while? Yeah, it's going to take a while. Is it going to do it all on this one battery charge? I don't know. I am so new to robot lawnmowers. I was excited about this one because it didn't require a line or like a physical cable you had to bury in your yard. And it kind of reminds me of an actual, like those early Roombas that just bounced off the walls and went in random patterns. Except this doesn't have a bumper on the front. It's got some kind of sensors. They don't tell us a whole lot. I think there's 2 sensors and 1 sensor on the front. Now, if you got dog poop in the yard, it is going to run it over. Yeah, okay, so good. It's trying to stay away from that area. And again, I think there's built-in safety features. So let's say I come up here, it does turn it off if I lift it up. And then it's going to resume. And then I think it'll turn the blade back. Yeah. So then after it senses that everything's okay, it turns the blade back on. You can lock it, give it a code. The manual shows you exactly how to give it a code. So if you're afraid of somebody walking up and stealing it, you could give it a code so that they wouldn't be able to use it. I mean, it is super lightweight. And like I said, we just mowed this yesterday, but we mow our grass really, really high. We mow it about 2.5 inches, and I've got this set on 2.5 inches, and I think it probably grew a 1/4 inch overnight because it's warm and it's been raining a bunch. So our grass, and I did put a lot of fertilizer on it this spring, so it's growing really, really thick. This is a pretty good, I don't know if it would do anything taller than this. I am pretty impressed with it. But it is going to be a randomly cut pattern. It's not going to be nice lines. It did get stuck. The dog did dig a hole over here. It did get stuck in that hole. But it says, you know, it's not meant for like holes. It can go up and down the hill a little bit, but it's not meant for getting in and out of holes. Yeah, I keep wanting to think, you know, it needs to cut bigger, but it is only cutting right there in the middle. Now, is it a perfect cut? No. Those blades are pretty small. I'm sure we can sharpen them, but they're awfully small. So let's stop it. Let's check battery charge. You know, it hasn't used much battery. It's still fully charged, so I think it's going to get this whole thing done. Gotta press. Now hit start, yeah. Again, when it first takes off, the lawnmower is not, the blades aren't running. Now it's going to beep 4 times, and now it starts. I'm not sure if it's sensing the physical barrier or if it's sensing the changing surface. Like it says, if that's a sidewalk, it can sense that sidewalk and turn around. So yeah. So it did sense that change of surface, and it's trying to back up now. So it kind of did a good job there. It turned the blades off. Now it's kind of waiting. And now it's going to turn the blades back on. Just ran over some dog poop. Yeah, see, it's sensing that dirt and turning around. If you don't want it to do that, turn the ultrasonic sensors off. That green light is on, letting me know that the ultrasonic sensors are on. You can turn those off. Let's turn them off and just see what happens. All right, that light went out. Now let's hit OcuMow, start. Sometimes this is a little tricky. You have to hold that for 1 second and then hit start. So it's still sensing that. but it hasn't turned the blades on yet. So with the ultrasonic sensor off, it still senses that change in pavement. They don't talk a whole lot about it in the manual. It talks about the ultrasonic sensors are for like shrubs and trees. So maybe that's for like a tall obstacle, but I wish they would have explained that a little bit better. And it is mowing again. And this is uphill. It's hard to see, but there is a slight uphill here. You know, the grass is kind of wet. It doesn't really show that it's wet, but again, it just mowed a bunch last night. So this is a really, really hard lawn to mow right now. Now the circle, I wasn't super impressed with the circle. It did seem to kind of like when it was going in the circle where the tire was, it would leave some that was uncut. But it was easier to tell that it did cut some area. Again, there's the magnetic strip. You know, I bet I could have let it go here and it would have sensed that different dirt and it would have turned away. I was afraid it was going to go underneath because it would go underneath there. And Miss Fiona doesn't seem to be bothered by it. So I bet I could have just let it go in this entire yard. And that's what I may do. You know, the yard is starting to look mowed. Now, again, is it like you got your mower out here and did a really nice job? It's got the nice lines. No, it doesn't look that nice. But it actually is mowing the lawn. And again, you may think it's not because you'll see grass still poking up, but if you look 6 inches in the middle, that's where it actually does the mowing. And again, I've got the ultrasonic sensor off, so it's still using the other barriers. Or the other, if it senses that change of, like from grass, somehow it can sense grass and then onto like rock or pavers or something. Here's that hole. Now it's gonna, again, this does not map your yard. It doesn't connect to Wi-Fi. If it has an update, it says you're supposed to check the website for an update. And then you're supposed to download it onto a USB stick, and up underneath the robot on the bottom side, there's a cover to take off and there's a USB-A port. You can update it. But again, there's no app, there's no Wi-Fi, no internet. You simply just put the battery in, turn it on, and it starts. I know this is a long video, but I just want to show you kind of everything that it's doing and where, you know, it actually is doing a really good job. With me being so new to them, I'm actually learning, you know, I'm learning today also. Now I will put a link to this right underneath the show description notes. If you do purchase it, I do get a small commission from the sale, but the product won't cost you anymore. I think people just want to see it working. I know if I was thinking about buying it, I would want to see it mowing. Like, this is real world, real life, how it's mowed. This is a pretty standard yard, really, really thick grass. You know, I don't have a edging or nothing. It's just got some dirt. And it's, again, not meant for a huge, super big yard. Less than 1,000 square feet, they say. Which I think even this area I've got it doing is bigger. Or no, this would be about, no, this wouldn't be 1,000. This wouldn't be 1,000. This is probably about 300 square feet where it's at right now. You know, I don't even know what it's going to do when it's done. Does the battery just run down? And when I bet it just stops wherever. Like, okay, the battery's dead. Because how would it know that the lawn's finished? So I might be doing some more of these robot lawnmowers. That's hard to say. I've been doing so many robot vacuum cleaners. Yeah, oh yeah, I bet it gets stuck. Yeah, again, it doesn't claim that that is too deep of a hole for it to get out of. So, all right, looks like it did get out. Took it a while. But again, it turns the blade off, and then it's going to turn it back on. This is where she likes to hang out when it's hot, underneath the porch. She is sacked out in the cool mud. So I do lots of robot vacuum cleaner reviews. Here I got the Narwhal, the Dream L10S. This is the Roborock Q-Revo. They just released a brand new Q-Revo. I just purchased it, so I will be comparing it to the older one. Same with the S8. They just released a brand new S8. I've got comparisons on all of these, how to do the maintenance. Here's the Dream L20, a little bit older. I got videos on it. There's the brand new X30. They just released an X40. I just bought it. So I will be comparing it with the X30. I've got lots of Roombas, lots of Tinicos that I do reviews on. Here we've got some Shark. I've even got the brand new $1,200 Dyson robot vacuum cleaner. So I also do other reviews on all kinds of different robot vacuum cleaners, Roborock. Here's the Roomba 692, which I really do like because you can use virtual walls with it. Eufy, Eureka, Roombas, even the more expensive ones with the sensors on the front that do a good job. Shark, Detect Pro, I really love the Shark. Ultra, Matrix, the Eufy L50 is my go-to right now. $125 at Walmart, has LiDAR navigation. Very, very important for mapping your house. Just got a brand new Dirt Devil carpet cleaner, a dust broom, and the Eufy X9 Pro. And so my pick for vacuum cleaner or robot vacuum is the Eufy X10 Pro Omni, which is upstairs right now cleaning my house. And Keurig just released a brand new Keurig K-Mini Go, which I'll be doing a review on. We got a beautiful brand new espresso machine from Walmart. And we got this brand new $500 Keurig, which I got to see exactly why that's $500, but I'll be doing a review on it. So be sure to check out my logo on Instagram, Just a Dad Videos. If you could, go over there and hit a follow. I really would appreciate it. I'll do behind the scenes. I do free giveaways over there once in a while and on my Facebook group page. So if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If you want to let me know what products you would like to see me review, leave them in the comments down below. Also, if you could, leave a thumbs up. That helps out my YouTube channel. Got lots of exciting videos coming in the future. Here's some brand new Roomba Essential Robot Vacuum Cleaners. One's with a mop, one's without. These were just released, finishing up reviews on those. I do have my very own coffee you can buy, Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. It's in the K-Cup form, whole bean, or ground coffee. You can find it at justadadcoffee.com. And again, I like to buy these with my own money. That way I can give you an honest review. And would I spend whatever they cost, would I spend that on these robots? That way I can just give you the most complete, honest answer. I can give you a yes or a no. I'm not held to any obligation by any manufacturer. I can say what I want. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.